Okay, folks, we're back once again as promised. I'm going to do another review on another Anderson shaft, and I had a thought there. The one day I was watching Peace Haven actually on YouTube, and come across a great idea. I do have an XP deus and with the 9-inch coil, but these coils on these deuses, everything is ran through each individual coil, being they're wireless. Now, when you buy the deus, and they're you're going to spend a couple $1,000s on them, but they're one heck of a machine. I will tell you, they're light, compact, and portable. So what I ended up doing, I created 2 XP deus metal detectors for almost the price of one. And what I did, I purchased the 11 by 13 coil, which is a big coil, and actually I bought it off of Dave at Canadian Treasure Seekers, and he did have it in stock, so I ordered it. It came with the coil cover and everything on it, and they're not a real heavy coil, surprisingly, but they're heavy enough. Now, I found putting it on the stock XP deus shaft that it just was a little overpowering for that outfit, because it is so light. The XP deus, you can swing that. It's probably the lightest metal detector out there. So anyways, the nice thing about the XP deus is the control head itself, which you've all seen. They look like a little cellular phone. But the headphones that come with it are totally independent of the two. Once you do your programming on your main controller, with me, I put the 3.2 version in them, and the only thing I had to do when I got the coil, I had to flash it with that. I couldn't get it to work properly, and I called the distributor in the United States and talked to a fellow named Mo, which was a really good guy. So he suggested that I reflashed everything with the new coil, and I did it in sequence that it tells you to do. It's very, very simple to do. And I couldn't believe that's how simple the problem was. And Mo was really good down there. He even made sure that I called him back once I did it, because he wanted to make sure I was satisfied and everything worked out. So make a long story short, it did. Now, what I did was I ordered the Anderson, it's a universal shaft, and a year ago I bought some, actually off of the Canadian metal detecting site. A fella had 2 of the whites tall man shafts in there. So I bought them because they were cheap and really didn't need them at the time, but I thought I'd have a use for one day. So all I did was mounted the shaft, or the coil, to that shaft, and got this through Anderson detecting shafts, and it came with everything but the lower shaft and actually the coil, and it fit in perfect. Now, the only thing I did do, I don't know if I tightened this up, every good Boy Scout's got a knife on them. Being it was a Longman shaft, I didn't really want to cut it, because I wanted the shaft to go up further, and I wanted to redo these spring clips. So all I did was I took didn't even take the spring clip out, I just pushed it and used a pencil and pushed it down, and I had re-drilled the holes down here already. So I still have the length of the shaft, but all I did was move down the spring clips on it. Now, I cannot wait to get out and use this, because it is such, now all I need, it's such a light system, is I'll have those little headphones on, and that's it. I do not need anything else, because everyone out there knows when you're detecting deeper targets, it's the VDI numbers you really can't go by. You got to go by an educated ear and more sound. Now, the only thing I would recommend if anybody decides to do this and you're going to use the larger coil, the only problem I see with this, and it's nothing to do with the carbon fiber shaft or anything, that's excellent, but as you can see, if you really tweak this, you can get a little bit of a play in this bottom foot of this white shaft. It's not bad enough when you're swinging it, you really can't notice it. And if you do notice it, you're going too fast, probably to start with anyways. But that little modification there, I do recommend if you're going to do this setup, order their carbon fiber shaft from Anderson. This is just incredible. It is so light. They're well worth the money. I think the universal shafts are around $130 US, but it comes with everything you see right there. And there again, they send you your stickers and all that. They got a good. It's not a cam lock. It's more of a thumb screw, and all that does is take your side-to-side play out. This shaft does fit in there pretty good, but I know if you got the factory one from Anderson, it would be a perfect fit. And the other thing that I did do, and I hope I didn't screw the warranty up, I'm using one of these 3 top holes. Now all these holes came from the factory like that, and the only thing I did, I took my time and used a good sharp drill bit, and these top 3 I just continued them to the other side, which hasn't affected it at all. And so I get the double pin lock in here, just to make it a little more secure and beefy. But there you go. You know, you have the XP deus. They're an excellent machine. They are expensive. If you do have the 2 coils and you do find the larger coil was a little heavier like I did, I really suggest you do this for more or less the price of the coil, and you probably sink $160 roughly into the complete shaft for it. You've got one heck of a metal detector for under probably $700. And then you have your other detector also. So which would be really nice in the field, because if you took you're like probably the rest of us, I carry probably 3, 4, 5 machines in the vehicle at all times. But if you are working in an area and it is full of a lot of garbage, or you're getting into a tighter spot, you don't have to change coils or do anything. You just go and get your other complete system with the 9-inch on it. Well, anyways, I thought I'd share that with you, and hope you guys could take advantage of that and consider it possibly. It's the other thing is too, you could use the both at the same time. If somebody else wants to go detecting with you, and once you there's on the program itself, you can switch it so if to coil 1 and coil 2. It's a whole different setup, so they shouldn't interfere at all, and you can configure that to whatever coil you're using at the time. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm very happy with this these Anderson shafts, and they're mostly concentrating on the water and the underwater stuff. But if they were available, I wish I could have them for all my machines, because they're a really nice piece of equipment. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you again.